If you thought the menstrual cycle just consisted of the period or the period and ovulation, I'm about to blow your mind. Women actually go through 4 different phases every single month. And this is really your own unique guide to who you are on a biological level. Now, I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm not going to dive into the biology of it because honestly, it's kind of boring and I am very limited on my knowledge when it comes to the biology. However, the other stuff of how you feel and how it's going to impact you, that I am well versed on. So the very first phase is the period. This is days 1 to 7. Some women have longer periods while other women have shorter periods. It really just depends on the person. This phase is really a cleansing and releasing phase. Not only are you physically releasing the uterine lining within your body, but this is typically where a lot of things from the past come to the surface, so you can acknowledge it, you can feel it, you can heal it, and you can release it. This is the best time to release and let go of toxic habits and behaviors and relationships that are no longer serving you. This is a yin energy, which is very feminine. This is the best time to take things slow, to nurture yourself, and do a lot of self-care. Using heating pads, laying in bed, taking some naps, drinking tea, going for walks, and doing yin yoga, which is slow feminine yoga. You really need to take it slow and easy because your body is doing so much physically that you need to just rest so you can be rejuvenated for the next 2 phases that are going to be super externally focused. But this is really an internally focused phase for a week where you can take the time to take care of yourself. I know it's a lot easier said than done, especially if you have children and a full life, but really, you make the time if you want it bad enough. This is not the time to do some extreme exercises or go on a 3-mile run or do anything too strenuous for your body. This is the time to get a massage, to do a little light yoga, to really maybe even skip the gym, because this is not the time to stress your body out. It's already stressed enough. The next phase is the follicular phase. This is days 1 to 13. So after those initial 7 days, that's when your energy is really coming back. This is where your energy is getting higher and higher, and so is your clarity. You're able to articulate your words a lot better than you were during your period and the previous luteal phase. With the follicular, because all of this energy is coming back, so are your inspiration and your ideas. Just write them down and do little things at a time. But if you want to do something strenuous, this is a good time to do it. You can go for that 10-mile run, you can go hiking, you can go rock climbing, really do whatever you want, because this is a phase that's very external, it's very summery, but it's more spring than summer. Just make sure that you don't take on too many things because you don't want to burn out, and it's very easy to do when you say yes to pretty much everything in this phase. A lot of red flags get ignored in this phase because you're just feeling more lighter and happier and easygoing. Make sure that you also take care of yourself and you see the truth of everything, but even if you ignore it, it's gonna come back in the luteal phase 10 times stronger. Then we have the ovulation. It's days 12 to 18. This is peak energy. This is a great time to explore and do fun things. This is the perfect time to really start taking action for everything that you wanted to do. Again, don't go too overboard, but if you want to go on vacation, do meetings, take online courses, or explore in the bedroom, this is really a good time to do it. Your libido is at its peak right now most of the time. However, if you're on birth control, your cycle is pretty much muted and dull. It all depends on which one you take, but this is mainly for women who are not on birth control and who are on a normal natural cycle. So with the ovulation, this is also a masculine energy along with the follicular. These are the 2 masculine energy phases where you're more externally focused and you feel like Wonder Woman. You feel you can do whatever, you can really accomplish the entire world. And in a way you can, but don't take on too much, and don't forget to take care of yourself, because it is so easy to be too externally focused in these two phases, but really make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Then we have the luteal phase. This is days 15 to 28. This can be the most difficult phase because, like I said, if you ignored something in the follicular phase, it's gonna come back in the luteal 10 times stronger. This is where your patience and your energy are at the lowest point in your entire cycle. Everything is grating, getting on your nerves. You're very critical, but this is the best time to focus that critical energy into editing, detailing, organizing, planning, cleaning. Instead of picking yourself apart, use it towards a positive result. This is the time where communication can get a lot more difficult than usual, and it's a lot easier to freak out on people and to take your anger out on people in this phase. Solitude is one of the best answers for this phase, because not only can you start slowing things down, but you can also start taking better care of yourself. And the more you steer away from people in this phase, the better, because you will most likely say some things that you regret later. Of course, it could be the truth, but it doesn't really soften the blow because you did it out of anger, frustration, impatience, and most likely resentment. Don't have any difficult conversations. Just wait until the follicular phase or the ovulation phase, where you have that clarity, that kindness, and that patience to slow it down and to communicate yourself in a more efficient way. I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every single time I post, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.